took out his freaking spine. What is up, friends? It's Kat here, and we are back with our next installment in my Reactober reaction series here. It has been about 48 hours, and we have recovered from Prometheus, barely. Still reeling from that just a little bit, but we're going to keep the ball rolling today with a highly requested franchise following up on my Alien reactions, which is Predator. I admittedly am still very behind in this. Yes, I know this is part me getting the horror reactions in and part me culturing myself. Now, this one I think is also going to be tame. Well, I said that about Prometheus, and then it ended up being the most harrowing shiz I've ever seen in my dang life, so I regretted going into that one assuming it was going to be tame just because it was labeled as sci-fi horror on Google. Now I do think Predator falls into a similar category. This is described as action horror, and I know it eventually collides in the Alien vs. Predator showdown of the century, which I, up until this point, after today, might have a little bit of a better understanding of what the buzz is around that clash, but I am curious what type of horror necessarily this might be. I feel like it's maybe more thrilling, described as mystery, I think, on Disney Plus, so I feel like maybe it will be kind of more of that terror aspect of where is it looming. I don't know anything about these movies. I barely know what the Predator itself looks like, and I wanted to get into this franchise when Prey recently came out. I think that went right to streaming, which a lot of people were so shocked about because it got incredible reception. So in spite of the buzz surrounding that movie piquing my interest, I still have yet to get around to this franchise. So I know I'm behind, so this is me catching up and maybe getting a little bit scared in the process, but I have no idea what to brace myself for. I have faith that I'll get through this one. I don't hear people describe this as necessarily being too scary. I don't know. I might be eating my own words. So without further ado, let's just sit down, shut up, and get into Predator. Okay, that is the one thing I knew about these movies, that Arnold was in them, so ready to see him dunk on them. Well, they just got right to it. So is this supposed to be— I didn't realize, is this supposed to be futuristic as well? That's news to me. I didn't realize, is this— oh, and Carl Weathers! I didn't know that! Oh, man. I mean, I obviously love him, but his passing earlier this year, I didn't know he was in this. Oh, well, that makes it better that he is in it, but sad, you know, his loss, gone way too soon. There he is, the legend! Alright, I'm so just scarred from Alien. We're meeting the team here, I'm assuming, and I just feel like they're all gonna die. But I'm gonna stop now. I will stop making comparisons between this and the Alien franchise. It's just, of course, fresh in my brain. I love how he's showing up for combat in a red Ralph Lauren polo. Ready for the front line.
Good, Dutch. It's been a long time, General. 18 hours ago, we lost a chopper carrying a cabinet minister and his aide. About here. Apparently they strayed off course.
So why don't you use the regular army? What do you need us for?
Because some damn fool accused you of being the best. Dylan!
Oh, thank God. Old friends. Oh, that's what that's from? I see that meme freaking every day on Twitter. I didn't know what the origin was. I feel so much more cultured right now.
Easy on yourself, Dutch. Okay.
I did know when to quit, huh?
Then how come you passed on Libya, huh?
Oh, that wasn't my style. We're a rescue team, not assassins. What do we gotta do?
Dutch, the general's saying that a couple of our friends are about to get squeezed, and we can't let that happen. One-day operation. I'm going in with you, Dutch.
Let's go! Tag team!
General, my team always works alone.
I'm afraid we all have our orders, Major.
Well, I have a feeling this is gonna be anything but simple. Why did I never watch this? What's wrong with me? This is already so fun. I'm gonna savor this now because I might be in absolute utter terror later on. But right now I'm having fun. Why did I never do this?
Who's our backup?
No such thing, old buddy. This is a one-way ticket. We're on
We
our
don't
own.
have backup. You're kidding me. Well, that's not
It's
good.
getting better by the minute.
That's not a good sign. The one mission where you don't bring backup is gonna be when you need it. The dude just dry shaving before going into combat. Yes.
Never knew how much I missed this, Dutch. You never were that smart.
Oh, I hope nothing happens to Carl Weathers' character. Well, as far as setting goes, I'm assuming whatever the predator is gonna wreak havoc on them. Being in the middle of a jungle with no backup is not the best circumstances. Well, that's not what they wanted to find. But let me guess, there's not gonna be any survivors. It's gonna be empty. And then where did everybody go? That's gonna be the question. Oh! Not a good first sign. Oh god! There is so much. Oh! Frick, I lied. There is a body. Oh!
Pilots have each got one round in the head. Whoever hit it stripped the shit out of him. This is no ordinary army taxi. Looks more like a surveillance bird to me.
Major,
I guess they're getting better equipped every day.
we took the 2 men from the helicopter. But there's something else. 6 men wearing U.S.-issued army boots.
Mean anything to you?
Probably just another rebel patrol. They operate in there all the time.
Guerrillas hauling 2 guys in the chopper, followed by men with American equipment. Do you remember Afghanistan?
Trying to forget it. Come on.
You know it's not good if Arnold looks scared. If the toughest guy there looks scared, frick. No, it's gonna be a fake out. It just sounds like a bird. Is that blood on the trees? Oh. Oh! What the F? Oh! 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 Yeah. Well, frick. Oh. Alright, props department, I see you. Well, there was a bird. I was curious what the gore levels of this one were gonna be. I don't know how much more I can take after Prometheus. This is just scratching the surface.
Mac, cut him down.
Green Berets out of Fort Bragg. Now what the hell were they doing here? They shouldn't have been here.
Somebody sent him. Can't believe that Jim Harper walked in an ambush.
I don't believe he did. Find a single track. Just doesn't make sense. Hell, it's like they just disappeared.
We move. 5 meter spread. No sound.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna need them. Bring out the big guns. I feel like those will come in handy. Whoa. Huh? Are we in the Predator's POV right now? Does he have permanent heat vision? Thermal vision? What the? Is it even a he? I don't know what the Predator is. I don't know what to expect. I'm going in just winging this right now, y'all. I don't know why it's just giving me chills. It's so unsettling for some reason.
You give up position one more time, I'll bleed you. Real quiet. Leave you here.
Why are they all so against Carl Weathers? Oh! Dang. They were just like 2 minutes too late.
Killed one of the hostages. We move. Mac, Blaine, the nest. As soon as they're set, I hit the fuel dump.
Ooh! Close call.
What the hell's he doing?
What is this game plan? Holy! Oh my... Well, that is one way to infiltrate.
Showtime, kid.
Oh, ow! Oh! Ah! Okay, stunts. Okay, pyrotechnics. Now that is a weapon right there. What type of... What? So much fire. Holy explosions. Oh my god, that's like the 10th stuntman that's been on fire. I feel like I'm watching House of the Dragon. Sheesh. They are just putting on a clinic. I see why they brought this team in. This is special ops. This is the pros. They are just packing so much heat. I feel like an idiot that I wasn't braced for as much gunfire. Ow!
Stick around.
Yeah, the shade. That was so cold. How dare you try to sneak up on Arnold? Oh, surprise!
Found the other guy. He's dead too. Looks of it, our cabinet minister was CIA. Something pretty big was gonna happen here.
Good work, Mac. Clear the area. No traces.
No traces, you just blew everything up.
You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Goddamn jackpot. This is more than we ever thought we'd get. You set us up! It's all bullshit. All of it. Look, we just stopped a major invasion. In 3 days, they'd have been across the border with this stuff. Why us? Nobody else could have pulled it off. You pissed about the cover story.
He was
I knew I
two-timing
couldn't get you
him.
in there without it. So you cooked up a story and dropped the 6 of us in a meat grinder. You used to be somebody I could trust. I woke up. Why don't you?
Ooh.
And I used you to get the job done. Got it?
I wouldn't say that right to Arnold when he's got you pinned against a wall. Well, throw back to when I said I hope nothing bad happens to Carl Weathers' character. He was playing them.
She goes with us. She's too valuable. She's got to know their whole network. She'll give away our position any chance she gets. She's your baggage. You fall behind, and you're on your own.
I really don't like whatever this thermal vision is. Is this what?
Why?
Ugh. Really thought he was stabbing him in the back. Alright, I believe Carl Weathers will redeem him. Ugh. Himself. Look at all the carnage, oh god. How the heck are they supposed to leave no trace? Alright, we got eyes on this thing? Are we gonna see it? They're really building up whatever this anticipation is of what. Oh! That wasn't even a jump scare! They're building up the tension, whatever this is! Is this what came launching out of that spaceship in the beginning? Is this a extraterrestrial enhanced being of some sort? This is making me so uneasy, and it's not even that scary. It's just thermal fission, but oh, hand reveal, claws reveal. It's gonna eat that squish bug. Ugh. Oh, is this so ominous? Ugh. They're heading deep beyond the point of saving.
This shit's something. Makes Cambodia look like Kansas. You lose it here, you're in a world of hurt.
The bugs out there must be unbearable. My gosh, like the scenery, the jungle foliage is just like so much to take in on its own. But I feel like it's gonna add to the fear factor coming up. This thing's stalking them. This thing's preying on them.
What is it? What the hell is wrong with you? There's something in those trees.
Oh, God, stop it! It's building all this intensity in the anticipation, and I'm getting jump scared when it's not even that scary. Yet. This is so unsettling. Oh. Youch! Now they're all getting separated. This is when shiz is gonna hit the fan. Huh? A what? What on what? Is it wearing an invisibility cloak? Oh, frig! What the? Is its skin reflective? Oh god. Oh god. She has just seen some shiz. Oh frick. This is not the ideal scenery though to have an invisible or reflective or whatever the flip is going on with its skin, its shield. So many entrails.
This is your blood.
What the hell did you do to him?
You better take a look at this.
Did you find Hawkins?
I can't tell.
I found his organs.
What in God's name?
I think it's Hawkins.
Ask her what happened.
Dime, mujer. ¿Quién fue? Dime.
La selva se lo llevó.
She says the jungle. It just came alive and took him.
Why didn't they take his radio or his weapon?
It doesn't
Why didn't
need
she
it.
escape?
They did the same thing to Jim Hopper.
On Hawkins' body found. Sweep pattern. Double back. 50 meters.
No,
Let's go.
don't split up, people. Notice how he waited until the pack scattered. That's when he made his move. Y'all are fending for yourselves now. No. Is it even a he? I keep referring to it. I don't know what it is. I feel like that's the least of our worries now. Oh, an anaconda. Great. We have an invisible something. Terrorizing everybody, disemboweling everybody. That's where I can handle gore, but like blood and guts specifically is what. And yeah, sure, this is from the 70s, but it doesn't make it any less gross. Their props department was still packing heat. Holy heights.
Painless is waiting.
Oh god, is that a hedgehog? Oh! What the? What? Ah! Shot lasers! Okay, what the frick are we dealing with here? You're in the line of fire! Ah! Go, go, go! Get away, get away, get away! No! What? Alright, well it's impervious to bullets. What? Yes, take the big one. Oh shoot, now y'all are just wasting your ammo. Save some for later, guys! It's not... Oh my god! Save some! This is... Oh my god! This is so much! Now what? You didn't get it! Now what? You've got no bullets! Frick, guys! Come on! It's gonna laser at him. It's gonna beam! Now that we know it's working with lasers, it has technology. No, it's too quiet. Frick this. No. What's it gonna do? Ugh!
No powder burns. No shrapnel.
Who the hell could have done this to a man?
Mac, look at me. Who did this?
I saw something.
Dylan. Better get on the radio.
Sergeant!
Yes, sir. I'm on a defensive position above that ridge.
Is there any sort of defensive position you can take against this thing? Is that its blood? Carl, take a look! You're missing it! Does she know what this is? She... Oh frick, I wasn't expecting this to be emo.
Goodbye, bro.
Really wasn't prepared. Okay, wait, what is happening with this blood that she snagged? Oh! What? Armor reveal? What the frick? Okay, that's not a human hand, I don't think. Look at the nails on that. That is not... What in the... I love that we've still not seen this thing's face, and it's like halfway through. They're really building this. Ah! Oh. And it's capable of pain. Listen to that scream. She knows what this is.
They say we're still in 2-4 and they can't risk coming in after us.
The assets, Dylan.
Who'll get us today?
I don't know. Those eyes there, they disappeared. Kept off 200 rounds in the minigun. Nothing. Nothing on this earth could have lived.
Billy, you know something. What is it?
I'm scared, Pancho.
Bullshit. You ain't afraid of no man.
And it ain't no man.
You know it's bad when the tough guys are freaking out on edge. This guy especially. He's very macho-esque, but he's like been struck mute. We're all gonna die? Oh god!
Whatever it is out there, it killed Hopper, and now it wants us.
Here we are again, bro. Just you and me. He'll come back again, and when he doesn't, I'll cut your name right into.
Oh, I hope nothing happens to this poor man. Ah! Hello! Lasers! That sound! Sounds like a wild, like, boar. Yeah, this isn't the Predator. I think it's another... It is a boar!
Jesus. You killed a pig.
Ugh.
Major, you better take a look at this. Lane's body. It's gone.
Huh? What does it want with all the bodies? Just a little, collection? A little General Grievous action?
He's killing us one at a time.
Like a hunter.
Say it. Oh, I really thought that was gonna be a they say the title of the movie in the movie moment.
He's using the trees.
I don't think it's a he, y'all.
Yesterday, what did you see? You're wasting your time.
I don't know what it was. It changed colors. Like the chameleon.
You saying that Glenn and Hawkins were killed by a fucking lizard? I'm taking her back. We're out of here in 5 minutes.
We're not going yet. We make a stand now, or there will be nobody left to go to the chopper.
You must have wounded it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I guess I do have some sort of chance here. My question is, I don't even think we'll know. If this thing was sent to Earth, what's the point? See how well it can take out humans? How well it can kill? Alright, this will be a true test to see how smart it is. He's still trying. He's still shaving.
When I was little, we found a man. He looked like butchered. We found them sometimes without their skin. El que hace trofeos de los hombres means the demon who makes trophies of man.
Ooh. So this thing's been at it for a while. If she said it's been around since she was little. Is it still there? Does it know that they're onto it? Ugh! Huh? Oh! What?
Mac! Get Ramirez on his feet and get to the chopper. Wait. I'm going after Mac. Now get your people the hell out of here.
You can't win this, Dylan.
Dylan,
Yes, Carl Weathers.
just hold on to that damn chopper.
Okay. Throwback to when I said they used all their ammo, I was mistaken. Look, he is hacking heat. I'm just curious. Like, is this thing just doing all this for fun?
Over here.
Oh. I feel. Whoa. He's got good vision, dang. Okay, well, for the first time, I feel like they have the advantage. Let's capitalize on this, team.
I'll move up around, get back of him, flush him to it.
I got a score to settle.
We both got scores to settle.
Huh? Oh, frick. Ooh, that clicking noise. Oh, no! Fudge! No! Oh, I was rooting for. Oh! This motherfricker! Gosh darn it! Just when I thought we had the frickin' advantage for a second. No. No. Frick. No. Girl, go. Just get out. Just get out. Save yourself, please, please, please. Just go, just go. Well, oh. Laser's activated. Frick. Get out of the way. No. I love how the gun was still shooting after his arm was severed. Okay, King. He is still alive though. Let's get it. Oh, frick. I spoke too soon. No.
Let's go.
Oh, he's at it. He's going for it, is he?
Billy!
Is he, sacrificing himself so that they can make a safe break for it, or is he just going to get vengeance? I feel like he didn't necessarily need to do this. They were getting out. Oh. Oh my god. It's so horrific hearing all these extremely macho, super tough freaking soldiers, like the toughest men alive. Ah, and the screams of terror! Oh! Oh! Now how did his arm not get severed? Ow! Oh my god, I hate this. It's right on him. Ah! Show yourself. Oh, frick. Oh, hello. Oh, frick. Ow. Wow. Dang. That is a miracle that he didn't freaking hit any of those rocks on the way down. Huh? This thing just won't quit. What? Oh god. Suit's malfunctioning now, isn't it? Your precious invisibility's gone. Okay, what is this? What? Ow. What the? Like, it's... What is this? Ooh, so the little mud bath helps? Helps to deflect the thermal vision? Well, what is the game plan now? Is he gonna try to just eliminate it and take revenge? Just go! Can you tell I'm not cut out for situations like this? Anytime they're in a scenario in which they have a decision to do the right thing and take out the threat or just go and save themselves, I'm like, just save yourself! Just go! He's looking for the ultimate high ground, but you have no weapons now, sir. What are you gonna do? Oh, never mind. Where'd you get those? Oh! Was that its spinal column? Oh! He took out his freaking spine. Why though? What the frick? I am asking questions that I'm probably not gonna get the answer to. The whole fear factor is, why the frick is it doing this? That's the whole point of the terror. Like, what? It looks amphibian in a way. It just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Alright, so the mud definitely helps. He means business. That is one way to draw attention. Yeah, take the bait. This clicking noise that it makes. What? Come on. But I think his invisibility shield got a little bit damaged when he went in the water. No, it seemed like it wasn't reacting well to the... Never mind. Never mind. He's still invisible. No. Come on. Don't. No! But it doesn't know he's there. He doesn't know he's there. Alright, team, let's go. Team, we got the lone survivor, actually. Huh? Nice! Yeah, so much for your invisibility now. It's making fireworks. Gosh darn. Well, don't waste all your ammo. Actually, please do. Oh. It's so creepy! It's just standing there rocket launching its lasers. Ooh! Rocket launched a little too hard, aim. It's so unnerving and just creepy. Like, just the whole time you're just like, what is this? Ah! The sound, the clicking. I don't like that. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I was gonna say, I feel like he's not gone. Did that get him? Hey, there's the neon green blood. Now he's angry though. Now he's gonna be angry. This is good though. Get him while he's down. Keep your guard up though. He could be anywhere. Oh! Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around. Oh! Well, oh. Oh. Ugh. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh no, his mud. Oh, rats, of course. No! Okay, now he's just drawing this out. Dang. The brute strength. Take his helmet off. I want to see. Do I? I don't think so. What's under there? Is he gonna take it off? Huh? What? I really didn't think, is he? What? Is he trying to just have a fist fight? I did not think we were gonna be getting a face reveal. I kinda don't wanna see. What the? Are they gonna not show us? Oh! Never mind, they showed us.
Ugly motherfucker.
What the? What? Look at the jaws on that thing. Oh! It just wants a little fist fight. Oh god! Ew. Ew, I do not like this mouth. Oh. Ow! I love that they're showing us this from his POV though. It's POV. Whatever the frick this thing is, I'm done trying to guess. He did set up one final trap, I think. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Come on. Do it. Do it. Kill me. I'm here. Kill me.
No, he senses it.
Kill me. Mom, do it now. Kill me.
No. Alright, so it's smarter than I thought it was. It didn't take the bait. Oh. Oh, that's clutch. Please. Right to the face. I don't think that's enough to take that thing out though. I think that's a temporary fix. I don't know how you can take this thing out. Tough day on the job. Oh. Huh. Is he having a moment of mercy for this thing? Is he just gonna let him suffer? Is that what he's doing?
What the hell are you?
Is that a translator? No. Is he contacting his home planet? Oh, frick. Huh? What? Is that a self-destruct? It's a self-destruct. I don't like that. It can laugh? Well, frick. Ah, oh, that is quite the self-destruct button. Oy. Oh my god. Tapped out. Ugh. Why is this feeling ominous? Oh, it's over. Look at everybody who died. Oh, rest in peace. I wish he hadn't died such a terrible, painful death. Wow. Well, I feel way more cultured after that. I just feel like I have a million bajillion questions. Well, that was Predator. But, you know, of course I have the knowledge here of there's a Predator 2, then Predators, plural, then the Predator, then Prey. There's a lot. So I'm assuming this is obviously not the end. I, of course, went into this with that knowledge, knowing that there's a lot more in store for this, so that's why I was curious if he was in the very end there, as he was initiating self-destruct, if he was somehow contacting whatever his home planet is, you know, in order to summon more there. That's why he was laughing maniacally. That's what I thought was a larger plan. I don't know, maybe that was part of it. Obviously, I mean, he got there in the first place, so what the frick. Alright, I think I'm fixating way too much on maybe questions that we'll never get answers to, but now I have to just keep watching the franchise to see if they ever take the opportunity to learn more. You know, this kind of was a very similar situation to Alien, where it's like once they discover what they're up against, they don't even ask questions. There's no time there literally is no time to ask questions because they're getting laser beamed into oblivion. Literally, as soon as any of them could get a good look, they were getting zinged, they were getting blitzed. And I shouldn't be laughing about that because, yes, this wasn't as... Okay, so I'm about to straight up lie through my teeth here and try to say that this wasn't even that scary, but I kid you not, 2 days later, I had a nightmare that this motherfucker was chasing me. I couldn't run. I couldn't do anything other than do those, like, slow-mo high jumps that you can do in Fortnite after you do the slurp juice or whatever. It was tragic. So, yes, anytime I try to allude to the fact that this wasn't that scary, that's a lie. Clearly, it was. There still was the terror there. I love the way that they built this and the anticipation. You know, you really don't see the full Predator, what you're fully up against, until like over midway through the movie. I didn't know that it had invisibility capabilities at all, so that was a surprise to me, and that only, of course, adds to the terror and mystery of how can you explain how all these people are dying in these tragic, awful, horrific ways, but we don't know what we're up against. We can't see anything, and of course, in that environment, you know, the jungle itself was really like a character in all of this. The location contributed so much to that just intensity and the mystery of it all, but also just the fear and the freaking crappy circumstances that here you are, you don't know what you're up against, and you're just, you know, in the midst of all of the shrubbery in general and everything. So it's like, you know, the settings, the surroundings don't exactly help here, aren't helping our case, aren't helping our quest to figure out what the frick this is. And so I loved that element of it. So yes, while this maybe wasn't necessarily, I don't know, in some ways it did tap into more of that fear of the mystery, of the unknown, of what the frick is this? What are we up against? And it would withhold some things while then only showing you the aftermath of these, like, you know, skinned bodies. You know, there was more so like it would employ the gore and that kind of stuff, the blood and guts of it all, which I'm not the biggest fan of course. But that's terrifying, you know? If one of your troops goes down and then all you can find is their entrails, like, that's horror. That's horrific. It's what, for me, that's some of my favorite elements of horror that you don't necessarily see, you know, and even the aftermath, you know, for example, when they're trying to chase Anna and they all kind of scatter and split up, and then he takes out, I should know that guy's name, but he takes out the first one of their troops to go down. You don't necessarily see what happens at first. You just see blood splurting, squelching, splattering, but you don't exactly see how, and you don't see the full totality of it. You just get a quick glimpse, and then only what her reaction, you know, the shock and absolute utter horror that she has in her expression in the follow-up that conveys what the frick is this thing capable of. So piece by piece, they begin to start, you know, showing you more. Same with the Predator itself. It starts off as this invisible foe, and then you really don't get the full reveal till, realistically, they're the end. The face reveal, which I didn't think was gonna happen. So truthfully, I actually was honestly a little bit shocked that we even got to see what it looks like. I was not imagining that. I feel like in all my years here, I've only ever seen, of course, I know what it looks like just through pictures and stuff in pop culture, but I didn't know it had that kind of face, that mouth. But it, of course, leads into the other horror that begs the question that I kept asking the entire time. What is its purpose here other than to hunt? Is that just all it's doing? Like, is it serving a larger species? You know, obviously it comes from somewhere. We see it get sent out in this freaking ship and deployed to the surface of the earth. I'm assuming that it comes from a larger species, and is that all they do? They just disperse and try to find other planets with life that they can just hunt and kill? Or is there a larger purpose? I don't know. That's what plays into the terror of it, of like, obviously after you get over the fact of what the frick is this thing, but then it's what's its motivation. It adds to just the terrorizing, you know. I think that's maybe more so what this tapped into and employed, the way they built this up with the anticipation and the terror, and you kind of only see bits and pieces of the aftermath and the skinned bodies and blood and guts. You see these horrific, awful things, and your brain can only conceive how the frick, what, why. Gradually gets more and more just horrifying as you see them all just being eliminated one by one, when I really thought some of them were going to survive. I didn't think Arnold was going to be the final boss of this. I mean, obviously he has that essence about him, and it's a pretty good assumption to make going into this. I just didn't think he was going to be the only one. That's what was also terrifying about this. Like, we're dealing with the most macho, like, literally special ops, hardcore, toughest dudes alive. They're bantering, back and forth about, oh, this is like child's play compared to XYZ. Like, through the dialogue and whatever and the subtle banter that they have, you do get an idea of what they've all, their resume is pretty stacked, and they're like the best of the best. And that's what was interesting. Arnold in the beginning of this was saying, we only go in to save. We do rescue missions. We're not, assassins. I kind of actually forgot about that during the entirety of the chaos that ensued, and when they are having to fight for their lives. But that's actually, I forgot about that. Of course, that's not necessarily their objective, but clearly they were packing heat. So, like, I, would trust them with my life. But then they, in turn, had to become the kind of hunters themselves and hunt back. And of course, all their efforts were freaking just... It looked like child's play. It was just, that's when it started to sink in of like, how the frick can you take this thing out? But I still thought some of them were going to survive. I just didn't think they were all going to die like that. All of this is to say that was maybe one of my favorite, elements of this movie, and the setup and just the build in general is you're fixated on how tough these dudes are. You see them packing heat, you see them putting on a clinic, you know that they can handle themselves, that they are literally the best of the best. But then when they are struck with such fear, it like strikes them to their core and they have just go mute. So much of the terror of it was based on their, reactions, was carried in how absolutely just utterly in shock they all were. And so to see these tough guys be stricken so just like in a state of shock and utter fear and terror added to it just amplified. Terror is the feeling of dread and anticipation. Yes, horror is the feeling of revulsion from a frightening experience. So it's something about the tangible shock, but the terror, I feel like, is where this really, stepped it up in that build, and the anticipation and the mystery of it all, and you don't know what they're dealing with, and also they don't have time to register what they're dealing with either. So that's what's interesting about this, the movie as a standalone. I don't know if they went into this knowing that it was going to have other installments, but as a premise to just introduce this incredibly badass, scary, terrifying, seemingly extraterrestrial villain that just hunts humans for sports and, collects their bodies and whatnot. That's what leads me to believe that it's all just for sport. It's not necessarily for a larger purpose. It's not like an alien species trying to infiltrate Earth to do recon, to research. That is a very interesting premise. It's just a standalone to just introduce this and not necessarily answer all of that questions, but it's in all of those unanswered questions where so much of the terror still lies, of like, what is this? Why? But that's clearly what it's designed and equipped to do. Like, it's packing heat. It was strapped with lasers and rockets and freaking fireworks and whatnot, and its thermal vision. That was one of actually my favorite parts of this, that you only see from its POV for so long. You get the point of view of what it can see through its helmet and this, its special vision and how it can detect. And I know I kept getting like jump scared during those moments, not necessarily jump scared maybe, but the way they were able to build the fear factor by only showing you from its POV, I guess knowing that it's following them is terrifying in and of itself, but seeing so much of it through its own vision and the way it only really registered, human beings. That was the other thing too. It was solely tracking humans, seemingly, because when it thought it sensed movement and it was just a mouse there in those final moments when it's tracking Arnold at the very end, like, it just kicked the mouse away and didn't kill it. So it's not like it's targeting other life, just life in general necessarily. I feel like it's solely specifically only after, humans. Otherwise, I feel like they would have come across so many other, dead animal remains, and animal trophies and stuff like that. But that's why I kind of felt this during the movie itself, but I didn't necessarily feel like there were that many comparisons, but now that it's all said and done, this was giving me so much like Planet of the Apes vibes, which I love that franchise, and the older, original movies especially. There's something about the terror in there of when the roles are reversed, and what happens when humans are the ones who are hunted and enslaved by animals, or apes in that case. So this poses kind of a similar vibe of like what happens when you're defenseless against a more superior predator, like what happens when humans are the ones who are hunted. We as the human species, who are pretty much the ultimate hunters, we have that advantage. What happens when we are in the position as prey and we are so seemingly defenseless against a more superior foe? I'm assuming again that this is a larger species, that this is of course not the only one, if there are sequels that are going to be returning to Earth, but I'm more so curious if they ever get more knowledge about it or where it came from. It self-destructed immediately when it was in a position of vulnerability, as Arnold was gonna kill it, but then instead spared it to try to get answers. And even though I don't think there would have been any way, shape, or form that they would communicate, this thing, the fact that it still like laughed at the end, it still had that horrific horror, cackle as it went to initiate self-destruct, because it knew that maybe it had lost this one, but it was going to win in a way by, never giving the answers and destroying all evidence. But it's like, I feel like you would only self-destruct, obviously, if there's answers that you don't want shared, divulged, if their species is, I don't know. We need to freaking do some research on this. Sorry about that. There I was, just as I was saying, this wasn't that scary, and then my doorbell rang and I immediately was horrified. So, but anyway, as I was saying, Arnold obviously defeats him, but there's no evidence left. There's no body or anything that he can bring back, and all he has is word of mouth. Who's gonna necessarily believe him if he goes to his superiors and says, hey, we might have a larger freaking problem here. There was this invisible alien that shot lasers and killed my entire squad, but I'm sure they're gonna launch an investigation if it's just him, like the lone survivor. They of course question those things. So I'm curious if the second installment will follow up on this, kind of immediately after, or if they'll ever get answers in general, but that can add to it in a way, add to the terror aspect of it if there are no answers. It's like, how can you explain this? Okay, the next one was a few years later in 1990. Is Arnold back? He's not. Interesting. It's an entirely different cast. Okay, now I'm intrigued if this is kind of like not anthological, but if it starts to wreak havoc, if other people are starting to experience similar problems or whatnot. Interesting. If it doesn't carry on with his story. Okay, I am interested and scared, but curious. More importantly, that if they ever get answers or ever get a hot freaking second to research this thing, that's where all this is going. It's like they didn't have a split second. As soon as they got eyes on it, it would kill them. So it's like, ugh. So yes, well, maybe this wasn't a typical horror movie per se in that sense. I still feel like this is one of my favorite instances of building the terror solely because you're dealing with the toughest men alive. Literally special ops troops going in here, and to see the absolute just horror that they were experiencing and couldn't even articulate, and just the shock and mystery of it all that was really just gripping all of them. I think that's what really made it especially scary. It's like, sure, that would be scary for anyone, but to see the most macho of men be absolutely terrified just really amplifies it. It makes it just like, oh god, if they're scared, then it must be bad. And that's not to suggest that, men aren't capable of feeling fear, but I just thought it was interesting. They were really emphasizing in the beginning, their toughness, the macho bro energy that they all had going into this, very just nonchalant, like it was another day on the clock. They've seen worse, they've obviously all been in this for a while, and so then to see that, after all the emphasis on how tough these guys are, that they were really stressing, and then to see them just like reverting to, just human nature, just natural fear. It made it especially just exciting and terrifying, and just so shocking with each one that got eliminated. It was just like, our chances of survival here, of beating this thing, are dwindling by the second. So I might have to continue with this franchise. I don't know if I'll react necessarily unless by popular demand. I didn't know this about the Alien series, but you guys advised me to stop watching after a certain few amount of movies. Of course, I think I still might want to watch out of my own own curiosity, but if that applies to this franchise as well, if I should watch certain ones or if some are stronger films than others, let me know, because I'm so new to this. I'm only just now getting cultured in all of this territory here, but I can finally say that I have seen Predator and I'm interested to keep watching more. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, do let me know. But thank you guys so much for joining me for today's installment of Reactober. There are much more horrific films in store in the queue. I've kind of been slowly easing in here with these first few that are sci-fi. You know, I love sci-fi and I feel like they're not as terrifying as some of the other ones that we are going to get delving into, but that's about to kick in. It's about to get real. So lots more scares in store. But until then, thank you guys for joining me for this. I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. But until then, I hope you're doing so well as always. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.